Hi, and welcome to the Aimless Yarn podcast, where two friends talk about random and inconspicuous stories about their real lives over the years as friends. My name is John DeCunha.
And I'm Luke. And John, you managed to get through the intro this week.
You know why? Because I actually made it up.
Were you reading from a script last week?
I was reading, so I thought, you know what? Let's just not, because then I overthink stuff and then I get it wrong. I get my tongue twisted. But yeah, so what have you been up to this week then, Luke?
Have you seen them? Have you seen the Reface app?
Yes, you're addicted to that app.
Them pictures and videos I've been putting on Facebook.
No, well, one I have, yeah.
I've put loads on. Anyway, the other day I'm scrolling through the app to see which one I'm going to use next, and it comes up with this. Do you know the character from Austin Powers, Fat Bastard? You know, the Scottish sumo wrestler guy.
Yeah, yeah.
A baby. You know him?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, there's a clip of him in his sumo underpants,
Yeah.
He's going around half naked. And so, I don't know if you've ever people who are listening to this know what the Reface app is, but basically, you upload a photograph of your face to this app, and it superimposes your face on their face. So basically, you can be Ace Ventura, or you're you're just a character, or on a GIF or a video or a picture or whatever. Henry VIII painting, I did that the other day.
Yeah, I saw that, mate. I mean, I don't really go on Facebook that much, but when I do, it's normally you on this app.
Oh, no, yeah. Anyway, so it's Fat Bastard, and I thought, oh, that'll be funny. So I put my face on him, and then I tried to upload it to Facebook.
Yeah.
And then Facebook banned me.
Why?
Breaching the community standards.
What? Oh, for God's sake.
Because they said it was sex and nudity, because he's going round, isn't he, with his no clothes on and stuff like that. But I appealed it because I don't think they must have some bloody gadget that scans the videos and the pictures that go on there.
Yeah.
And because obviously he's there with his man boobs out, and I think it must have picked that up and it's banned me. And I appealed it. It says you can appeal our decision if you want, and I appealed it, but no, so I got banned for 24 hours from posting and commenting. You rebel. Just lifted the ban.
You absolute rebel.
So that's what happened to me.
Oh, God, Luke.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, well, you are actually addicted to that. I've seen all kinds. You've got Ace Ventura ones. I think you've done them ones, haven't you?
Yeah.
There's video ones where you can do stills. It is quite a good way to kill time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very
I'll be
funny.
sat there. I think I ain't done a Reface today.
I ain't done a Reface in the last 20
minutes. There's a funny Jack Sparrow one as well. Yeah.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, some really good ones on there.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
I wonder if it's Donald Trump.
I think it'd be good as a Donald Trump. I don't think it's really weird, right? When I do that app, it makes me look like you. It's bizarre. I don't know why.
Well, it's you that got me on it.
I know, I got you on it. But if you look honestly...
Was Reface the one that you did it on first? Was it Reface or it's something else?
It was...
Because you'd done that bit where... it was the bit where Ace Ventura's feeding them birds on that cliff edge.
That were it, yeah,
I saw that, I thought, that looks
hungry funny. Little fella!
I thought, that looks funny. And then I looked to see what app it was, and so anyway, I've done loads now.
Oh, I know you have, mate. So that's my fault. I do apologise. Luke's new addiction is the Reface app. So yeah, I've been quite busy this week, Luke.
Yeah, you want to tell us about it?
Well, I finally got my new car delivered on Friday.
Yeah,
it rolled up. Obviously because of the lockdown and everything, you can't go out of your area, can you? So
no.
This is the first car I've ever bought where I've never test drove it. I've never looked at it. And it just showed up on back of a trailer. I must admit, it was quite a nice feeling because it was like a present arriving, like a delivery.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the guy that sold me the car, he was true to his word. He did really good videos for me, and I'll give him a bit of a shout out actually because the car's immaculate. It's called Cedar Car Specialists, and I think they're based in Mansfield. So if you want a quality used car, please go to them because Sean, his name is, he's absolutely brilliant, and he has got some really good cars, and he's got an eye for a decent car. So yeah, I got my A class. I got it's an A180 AMG Sport, and it's ideal little family car. I love it. It's perfect, and it's.
Can you get a pram in boot?
I don't need one no more because he's older, innit? You know, but that was exciting when I got that.
Think about.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's got a park assist feature. And check this out. It parallel parks itself.
God.
You take your hands off like that, and the steering wheel just turns like that. And I showed my father-in-law, and he was like, "What? What?" He couldn't believe it. It was so funny to see his face. But yeah, and then it was my daughter's 18th
I know, I couldn't
on
believe that.
Saturday. I know, God. Since 2 minutes ago, she was a kid. So we did the best we could for her. Obviously, just had our bubble over, which is obviously Karen's mum over, and just had a few drinks, got some takeaways, Domino's, KFC, made it best we could. And then the next day we got her to go down to the off license and buy herself a drink, just so she could feel like she could buy alcohol at 18. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it worked out all right in the end. But yeah, bless her, she's well over. I can't believe she's 18, driving around in a car, proper little adult now. No stopping her, I tell you.
I'm
But
40
yeah.
on Saturday.
I know it keeps coming up on my phone. You're gonna be. That means I've got exactly what 4 months, 5 months, 4 months to take the mick out here and call you 40. I can still remain 39. But yeah, what do you think about that? Or does it not bother you now?
I'm fine. Yeah, it was 35 when I had a problem.
Really?
Yeah, because I was going to be on the other side of 30. I can't be 36. I had like a midlife crisis, you know. I really was stressed about getting older, you know. And then
You're joking.
yeah, but now I'm not bothered. I mean, the fact that I've resigned to the fact that you know it's a lockdown birthday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Claire's got some ideas, you know, and what have you,
Yeah.
so I know I'm going to enjoy my birthday. So
Well, I can't. It's not as if I can
it's
come
about
over.
having your family around you anyway, and it's not about having a big bash, is it?
It's not about having your mates around. It's all about your family now, Luke, isn't it?
You know what I mean, though, don't
I
you?
know. I'm taking me. Yeah, but no, I had a problem with 30. Yeah, a really big problem with 30. Don't know why. I just thought, oh, I'm gonna be old. But then when you get in your 30s, you're like, I'm still not old.
It's your best
Old's
decade,
like
though, isn't it?
old's like
mine,
70,
anyway.
80, isn't it, mate? You can still. I think people live longer and look younger for longer anyway. So it don't really bother me. But yeah, I'll have to get you a card and I'll do a little drawing as well as I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for you, Luke. But yeah,
Well, you've only got a few postal days left, so get on with it.
yeah, I will. Don't you worry. And happy birthday from this podcast to you because you'll already be 40 by the time we get to your next podcast. Yeah, you see, happy birthday, Luke.
I'll be able to tell you about my birthday.
Yeah,
What I've got.
fantastic. So that's what we've been up to this week. So what are we talking about this week, Luke?
Well, I kind of mentioned it last week about when my dad had a pub in Lower Bentham, in North Yorkshire, called the Punch Bowl Hotel.
Is that what it was called?
Punch Bowl Hotel, you know.
I didn't know it had rooms. How many rooms did it have?
I don't know. Well, because it had rooms, we stayed there, didn't we?
I know we stayed there, but I didn't know if there was like quarters. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, how old were we? We were 15.
High school, yeah, 15, 16 or something like that.
I think it was 15, yeah, and it was his first kind of lads' best
I used
mate
to go
holiday,
there.
wasn't it?
Well, I used to go there like semi-regular to stay with my dad, you know.
Yeah.
And, but I'd always like be there on my own, you know. And my dad said, "Do you want to bring a mate with you?" So I asked you, obviously, and because I was there on my own, just entertaining myself, playing pool with myself, you know,
Playing with yourself in the
playing
pub,
pool
Luke.
against myself. And so anyway, we went, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And spent a long weekend there. But this pub were like an old-fashioned pub. Do you know what I mean? It were like very uneven floor. You know, like an up bit and a down bit, and across the road from there was this stream, wasn't there?
Yes.
Straight across the road there, and you can go down there, and they're like pebbles and all sorts of stuff. What did we find? What did we find on that beach, John?
We found... well, as soon as we got there, we did a bit of exploring, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we found a way, because there was a bridge. Was there a bridge opposite?
The bridge, yeah.
And you could get down the side of it. So I think we hopped over the wall, and then we got down to like the side of the river, and it was like really pebbly, wasn't it?
What is it? Those and rivers.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. But we found this perfect... It was really weird, because we thought it was a ball at first. We found a perfectly round pebble, didn't we? And we was like, oh, that's a bit odd. And then I remember me getting giddy, just smashed it against the rock. But it split perfectly in half.
Wasn't it already smashed, though? Or did
No,
you
it wasn't.
break it?
No, I broke it. I remember breaking it. And then we broke it for... Look, it was like, looked really weird inside, like crystallised. So we thought, oh, we can't throw this away. So we said, well, let's have one each, as a symbol of our friendship.
Oh, God, how tacky.
Yeah, no, so we had half of this rock each, which were quite cool. How did we get down to your dad's pub? Did he?
Well, I got in my dad's Sierra.
Yeah, because I remember the Sierra.
That grey one.
Yeah.
Like a light grey, wasn't it?
That's it, yeah. I don't remember Journey Down, weirdly. I just
Gia.
remember Kia. God, that'd be like a Rolls Royce back then. But yeah, I don't remember Journey Down there, but I just remember being there and like you said, playing pool, because obviously Dad just kept giving us... Did he give us coins, or did he just...
20s, yeah, it were like 40p on it for a game.
Oh,
so we'd go and you'd just get us like a load of 20s out at till.
We were just pumping them in.
That's
and
all we
just...
had, We just had a game of pool, and then I brought my SNES as well, didn't I?
Yes, and I had... Was it my game that I brought? Was it Sim City, or was it your game as well?
It was your game and my SNES.
That were it. We had a memory card as well. You should... Oh no, it wasn't a memory card. I'm thinking at PS1. No, you're right. It was the SNES, and it was an addictive game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we kind of just flipped between playing pool and was it 2 weeks we were there, or just a week?
No, I thought it was just a long weekend.
You know something? I think it was longer than that,
It was a
Luke.
school holiday. I can't remember. It might have been a school holiday.
I think it
we were
was.
there long enough. It probably were like a week or something. Yeah, school
I
holiday.
think it was, because we built the most amazing city on that Sim City game. Because I remember we taking turns, didn't we? And we got to the point we'd built so much on it, right? This is how much time we had on our hands. We were reclaiming land from the sea, do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just got massive, didn't it? It was just so much time to kill. That's why I said it were like what, a week or so, maybe longer. But yeah, I remember us playing that a lot. But going back to this rock again, Lou, this is when we started having bad luck, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's really bizarre.
Oh,
It was
We
like
kept falling out, didn't we?
we kept falling out. I mean, you've probably heard on this podcast before, me and Luke are complete opposites, but we just get along like a house on fire. But we do know how to rub each other up the wrong way if we're getting bored. So I think that's a bit of boredom, bit of getting a bit frustrated with each other, tied with teenage hormones. We just clashed a bit, didn't we? But we just tied in when we get in these rocks, wasn't it? You know?
And we blamed it on these rocks, didn't we? These rocks are making us fall out.
The cursed! The cursed!
This cursed pebble.
Pebble.
But I've got a load of pictures from that weekend.
Have you actually got pictures?
I've got like that. I've got this little album, and
Right.
I've got a load of photographs from that weekend or that week or whatever.
Okay.
So I'll send you them and put them on.
Yeah, please. I'll put them on Instagram, because I've been putting like pictures. Like I managed to find. I was trying to find the picture of it before it got destroyed, but I don't know where I've put it. But I did find the picture after the crash, and there's a picture of me holding bonnet up with my sideburns. Have you checked it out yet?
It was so posed, that picture.
I know.
Look, you're wearing that blue coat as well.
I know.
You
That's
know
the
the blue,
coat.
the blue coat from the video.
That's the blue coat from the other podcast we were talking
As
about.
soon as I saw that picture, I thought, that's that blue coat.
It didn't even twig with me, Luke. Honestly, it didn't even twig.
But you saw it's so posed, that picture, like just lifting bonnet looking inside, you know what you're
Well,
looking at.
the engine had collapsed. Engine were like sat like that in engine bay. I was just in shock. I was like,
Oh,
Jesus.
God. Who took that
I had a
picture?
bit. With my granddad.
Your granddad. Oh.
Yeah, because he came with me to have a look at it. And I would just. I think I was in a bit of shock because I didn't realise how bad the crash was until I look at the car and it's like shaped like a banana.
Yeah.
And it's completely smashed up. And, you know, for me to walk away with just a cut on my knee, I was really lucky. You know, it's just, oh, mate.
Yeah, you don't realise, because when I
right.
crashed mine, it was night, you know, and it was upside down, so you don't, until you, like, eventually go and see the car, once it's been recovered, and you go and have a look at it, you don't realise how bad it is, do you?
No, that's it. Yeah. That's it, mate. It's just silly when we were a bit younger, weren't we?
Yeah.
But
Anyway, it's off track.
Yeah, we're going down a cobble road.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you remember we actually went into Morecambe at one point? Did your dad drop us off? I think I remember.
No, we got a bus.
So we got a bus.
So so we'd been falling out. What were
Yeah.
we'd fallen out or something, and you went off to the bedroom and put SNES on.
Oh,
City.
that were it.
And I'm like, I don't know where I was.
You're not using my SNES.
I end up coming back in and just walked in and you're there playing on the SNES. And I just turned it off.
He turned it off. I said, "What are you doing?"
You've done loads of work on this city.
I know.
I turned it off.
Oh God.
Playing on my SNES. Just had fallen out, you know what I mean? And I think then when we realised that these pebbles are no good
These
for
pebbles, that were it.
Pebbles are cursed.
I know. And then that's when we thought, right, we're going to throw them back. So we went to bridge, didn't we?
Yeah.
We said, right, after 3, 1, 2, 3, and we threw them back in river, didn't we?
And after that, we're all right again.
It was really weird. It was like cursed stones. So don't pick up any cursed stones, whatever you do.
Definitely. I don't.
But after that,
too, we mate.
No, it was a weird old one as well to crystallise it in the middle. It was weird. It was very, very strange, but it did tie in. But yeah, we ended up catching a bus then, didn't we? Things started picking up after that, didn't it? So we thought, right, let's actually go into Morecambe. And
there's a theme park there.
That were it.
It's called Frontierland.
That were it. Bloody
it's
hell.
Not there anymore.
Is it not?
No, I looked into it a few weeks ago, and just to see if it was still there, because I don't know, I just got reminded of it somehow in my head, and I thought, I wonder if it's still there, and they've built a load of like shopping complex on top of it.
Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
Because we've actually got pictures. You sent me some pictures already, haven't you? Of there was a cowboy and Indian.
Was it cowboy and Indian?
Crazy.
Thing, yeah.
Was it Crazy Golf or was it just randomly put up there?
I think they'd like refashioned the theme park to kind of, just to get a few more people in, and it'd been one thing, and then they decided to turn it into like a Wild West type cowboy and Indian theme.
Oh,
and so they had like chiefs and stuff around there, and maidens, and just that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there's a photograph of you pretending to kiss one of them.
That were it. I'm stood next.
And then in the next picture, you're getting hit under the chin by the chief.
That were it.
Because I've got some pictures of it. There's a picture of me going past a no entry sign down an old kart track.
Oh yeah. Stuff. I remember that. And then there's some pictures outside your dad's pub as well, where we found one of those dome mirrors, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
And only way we could do a selfie, because we couldn't do selfies. We just had wind on cameras back then.
Yeah,
so we just basically waved at the camera. I'm smiling. I think I've got my braces on as well. I did have braces on. I remember seeing that. We're just both waving like that. You're holding camera doing that, and I'm like that. It was quite funny actually. But yeah, it's great. But yeah, I remember. If you don't know what Morecambe is, it's like a very kind of traditional stereotypical. I don't know, what would you call it? It's like Blackpool, isn't it? Kind of seaside
Yeah, it's a
town.
seaside resort. Yeah,
Yeah,
Morecambe.
yeah,
Morecambe,
and
yeah.
yeah, we were pissing about, weren't we? That were it. We were messing about. I think we paid to go on some rides or arcades. Vaguely remember. I mean, we're talking. What we talking, Luke? 25 years ago.
It's a while ago because, like I said, we were at high school, weren't we? About 14 or 15, 16
Yeah,
years old or something like that.
that's it. If you
I've
hear
got
what
this album in front of me now.
I was just going to say,
find
if you
some
can hear some
pictures.
flapping sounds, that's not a bird that's got into the studio. It's just Luke.
A bird that's comes in the studio.
And when I say studio, I mean a conservatory and Luke's front room.
Studio.
And I do apologise as well if you start hearing a lot of clattering. That's because it's been absolutely hammering it down here. It was hammering
Supposed to
down
be
for about
snowy
half
here
an hour.
today.
Well, it was supposed to
Can't-
snow here today, but I think it's just not. I just think it's just not cold enough, Luke.
Yeah.
Because it was definitely rain that was coming down. Because we don't get snow here because it's too bloody warm. But yeah, but I remember what we're doing now. Oh
I might
God!
have to
Oh, you might have to take your virtual screen
turn
off,
the
Luke.
virtual background off. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. He's got his album out now. If you're listening on the podcast, you can watch this on YouTube if you like. But Luke is showing me the album up to his camera, and I can see. Who is that? Citroen AX.
Hang on a minute.
Wait. So there's me, right, I'll describe it. So there's me with my head through one of those, what are they called?
It's like it's stocks, isn't it?
Yeah, Stocks and Frontierland. Ah, yeah, so that's me and Luke in the mirror.
I don't
And
know that situation is.
it's, oh God, that's your dad's pub. That's me at my mum's house back in Crimble, Luke,
Where?
doing the decks.
Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah.
On the floor. So I've got 2 decks and a mixer, and I'm scratching.
That's you picking your nose.
Oh yeah.
And then what else is it? That's the pub.
Oh God, and that's your dad's Sierra, isn't
That's
it?
that grey Sierra.
Ah.
You're in a teepee.
Oh yeah, this with look how skinny I was. Look at me forearm. It's like a bloody toothpick. And then that's you going into a decrepit house, isn't it? Or pretending to.
And then
What we got here?
that's that picture of
That's me kissing that Indian, which is a statue, and me getting thumped in the chin by another Indian statue man for kissing his missus.
that's on top of that bridge.
Oh yeah, that's the bridge. Oh yeah,
That's the pebbles.
that's the pebbles. You can probably see it rock there somewhere.
Yeah, that's this no interest thing.
Oh yeah. That's Glenn. His long hair. Oh Luke, we used that picture. That picture, right? There's a picture of me on a little motorbike, and we used it for an animation at
I don't
school.
know if you could hear me then, because obviously I were away from the microphone. But
Luke, did you see the one on the motorbike?
yeah, we made an animation with it, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Now this was, like I said, back in '96, and there was no such thing as they didn't use PCs for some reason. They used these special ones for schools called Acorns, and if you remember them.
Acorn, yeah.
And they had specific operating system just for their computers, and they had a really good animation program. I remember we scanned it in, didn't we? And then I drew out backgrounds, and we made this thing of me just going through this, doing like stunts and jumping over hills, and then going through. Somebody opened the mouth. I think it was a dragon, and I went through its intestines, and I got pooed out the other end. And yeah, it were really good, but I don't think there was any way of saving it apart from floppy disk, and because they were Acorn computers, you couldn't put it onto another computer. It had to be an Acorn one because it wouldn't have been recognised. So there was a lot of effort wasted in that. I would have loved to see that, but it's same with some of his recordings. If you don't know, me and Luke, weirdly, it's doing a full circle now. But me and Luke used to do recordings on my PC around the same age. And and we lost all them as well. It's a shame, isn't it? Because if we found them,
I know, yeah.
God, it would have brought back some memories. But again, we're going off track here, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll probably touch that one in another episode. But yeah, we that what Luke showed was Frontierland where we were, and I remember we got a bit bored because there wasn't that much to do. I think there weren't even many rides, were there? I think there was just stuff to see, weren't there? But anyway, we were quite. It was quite a weird day. It was like cloudy but really warm. I remember, and we were hanging about the arcades, and we saw these two girls, and they kept looking over at us,
Looking and smiling, and me and you were like,
yeah, and we were like,
"Smell like us," you know.
oh, get in, lad. You know what I mean?
You know,
We've pulled here.
without saying no.
Was this before or after we went to the pub, or was it while we were at the pub?
Oh, no, I think we went there after.
All right, that right. So anyway, so we started trying to follow these girls around, didn't we? Because we wanted to talk to them, really, didn't we? So we kind of followed them from here to there, and they kept giving us eye and that. And we thought, this isn't like us, Luke. You know, we don't normally get a bit of female attention. And anyway, we got closer to them, like, and then they just shouted randomly, "Cause fuck off!" like that. Yeah, they were like,
They ran away.
they ran off, and I was like, "What? There was a point in that."
Both look at each other. Oh, let's just go to the pub, you know.
Let's just go to the pub. That were it.
And then we sat outside. So we sat outside. John says, "You stay here." So I sat outside on a bloody park bench, you know, pub garden.
Bearing in mind, we're both 15.
We're both 15. And just says, "You stay out here. I'll go in because I look old enough to get served." You know,
because I've got sideburns and with my braces.
With my sideburns and my braces. And he comes wandering out with 2 pints of coke.
Well, it was so funny, Luke, because you didn't see this bit, but I walked in like, "All right, mate, how you doing? Put some car keys on the side, like." I was like, "Yeah, can I have 2 pints, please?" And he's like, "Have you got any ID?" And I'm like, "No, I don't. I've left it at home, actually." I said, "I've got my car keys here, though, mate." If that makes it, "Sorry, mate, we can't serve you." I said, "Okay. Can I have 2 pints of Coke, then?"
Oh, Jesus.
So we ended up coming back, didn't we? And then sat on
you
this.
come wandering out with 2 pints of coke, man. I just could not stop laughing my head off. Because the last thing he said to me before he went in, he goes, "Stay here because I look old enough to get served." I'm like, as if to say, I don't look old enough. You know, I don't look old enough to get served, but you do.
Oh,
served 2 pints of bloody coke.
Oh, God. But what did we do after that? Because I can't really remember what happened after that. Just went back to your...
It was just a funny day, you know.
Yeah. It was just so funny. I mean, if you can tell from pictures, me and Luke we've got this silly sense of humour.
But I think because there weren't that many rides there to go on, I think that's why we just ended up taking them stupid pictures of you kissing that statue.
I know. There wasn't that much to do, really.
By Chief, you know.
Well, we couldn't drink, could we? I don't think it was a nice enough day to go on beach or out, and we probably didn't have that much money anyway. We probably just had enough for something to eat and a bus fare home, didn't we? You know, but yeah, it was funny. But I remember when we got back though, had we already thrown the rocks? We'd thrown the rocks before we went there, didn't we? I remember.
I think we'd done it before, and then me and my dad were like, "What you want to do?" I says, "Why don't you go to Morecambe today?" You know. So that's where we went. Couldn't even cross our mind, you know.
No,
I wouldn't get to Morecambe. You know, there's a bus stop right at the side. Pub took you straight there, you know.
Yeah.
So, but it was great, you know. It's alright.
Oh yeah,
isn't it?
It is a really good memory
there anymore.
to have.
So it's
Frontierland,
yeah. It's not there anymore. So we went Camelot as well. That's gone down. You know, remember Camelot?
I do remember Camelot. Yeah.
Camelot, yeah. That's all closed down now as well. That's been shut down for a while.
Well, is that a theme park?
Reclaimed by the forest. Yeah, that's somewhere in Lancashire.
Bloody hell! But all them with this lockdown won't be doing very well, will they?
No.
If it'll be ground to an halt. But yeah, I mean, it does lead us on to, Luke, what we used to get up to after school. Because obviously we were in a lot of lessons together as well, weren't we? even though we were in the same form, weirdly we were in a lot of lessons together, weren't we?
You just reminded me of something.
Oh, go on.
Carry on.
No, go on. It's all right.
Oh God, I remember we were in fifth year and we were walking to
Yeah.
your house to play on your computer or whatever.
Yeah.
Microsoft Film Creator. What was that? What was that program called? Microsoft Movie
God.
Maker.
Well, let me explain the
program.
Let me explain then before we go into this story. Yeah. So, me and Luke, obviously, we didn't have a lot to do in the 90s, did we? Really? Let's be honest. We did have obviously SNESes and stuff like that. We didn't have mobiles did we? We had I think pages, but they were pointless. And me and Luke used to just take turns. Well, we say take turns, Luke. I used to go to Luke's house 90% of the time, and Luke used to come to me about 10% because he couldn't be asked to walk.
That won't not to do with it. You just
anyway,
like to come to mine and eat all biscuits.
Anyway, at my house, when Luke used to come to my house on the rare occasion he did, our little hobby was obviously playing with the PC that I got for my birthday, for my 15th birthday. And one of the programs on this was called 3D Movie Maker, because we both had an interest in media, didn't we? And obviously it tied in with the movie making. I think was this before we got hold of a camcorder?
Yeah, I don't even think I'd had the idea yet at that stage.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if I can get it up on, see if I can get it up on YouTube, do you think? Or do you want to do it?
What are you going to say?
So if you go on YouTube, look, and just type in 3D Movie Maker and share your screen, I don't know if it'll allow you to do it.
3D Movie Maker.
Yeah. Now, basically, while Luke's looking for that, I'll explain what it was. It was basically you making movies using characters and sets that was preloaded. It was actually a really, really creative program. It was probably ahead of its time, wasn't it, Luke? And you could choose from different camera angles and hundreds of different sound effects as well, and props you could use. And we used to spend hours on it, but my PC was pretty slow. I used to struggle running it, and we used to get a lot of sort of like jittery playbacks, didn't we, when we constructed them? You could play it when you constructed it all together, and it used to be like, didn't it? Even the opening
took ages, did it?
Took ages to load.
To compile the video and stuff like that, yeah. It was so funny. But what I was going to say was, when we were walking, I remember, I think we were in fifth year.
Right.
And to get to your house, it was just like basically straight down the hill from school and then straight back up the hill to Well House, wasn't it?
What? That was like that?
Yeah, I know, like vertically down and then vertically back up again, you know.
Was it called Eastwood? Eastwood, that was it.
What, down by Titanic and up?
Lower Eastwood, it was called, that hill, I think.
Well House Hill or something, is it?
It was called Lower Eastwood, I think, or Eastwood, something like that, but it was outside of Well House Junior School, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we got into bottom. We just got past the Titanic Mill at bottom, and it was the one and only time I'd ever skived off school.
Oh, yeah.
To go to your house, and what happened? The one and only time I ever skived from school in my 5 years at high school, and we got pulled over by police.
What, did they stop us?
They stopped us, yeah. And where are you going, lads? Oh, exam leave, you know. Are you sure? yeah, just off to my mates to there. All right then. No, it was just the one and only. Thank God they just kind of.
I think I'd never done it before.
Never got in trouble with police before.
Oh, God.
Happy myself, but yeah.
That's called Sod's Law, though, isn't it?
I know, but the one and only time ever that I'd bloody caught, but skived off school.
I know. Why did we skive? Did we have a break or something between
I don't know. I think
exam?
we had games or something last, you know.
Yeah. That was it. We couldn't be asked with it.
Yeah, so we're like, let's just not go and just go to your house and play it on your computer.
Oh, God, you've just given me a flashback, Luke. I'm going to have to tell you now. So, I'm going to call my mum out here. My mum...
Go on, then.
My mum never used to believe in paying stupid money for trainers, so she always used to get me shit trainers. I used to get the piss taken out of me. worse than that, fucking pony. It's gone. He's just took a swig of tea. And he's not. He's not. Don't spit it out, Luke. Oh dear.
Oh, Jesus, John.
She got me these pony trainers. God knows where she got them from. They were terrible.
What?
Everyone else is in bloody Nikes for bloody pee, and I'm in fucking pony shoes. Oh dear. Anyway, the previous day before I had my PE lesson. No, it was about a few days before. I think I'd gone for a walk. I don't know if it
God.
with you through a field, and we ended up. It was quite muddy. Went through this farmer's field, and I got stuck. I got stuck knee deep in blooming cow muck. Like it went right up to my knee. So these pony trainers were completely soaked in cow dung, right? Anyway, I managed to get out with some help from my friends because it was sucking me in and that. Gets home, my mum played L. Well, they just bought you them. And I'm like, oh, I know, I'm sorry. Anyway, there's me thinking, oh, yes. She's going to chuck them away, this shit. It's like, put them in wash, right? Hung them out. Like new. Oh, I thought they were like new. Anyway, about a week later, I got these bloody pony trainers out again for my PE lesson, and I'm sat... I'm sat next to Chris Shaw. Do you remember Chris Shaw?
Yeah.
On a bench, watching somebody play basketball, waiting for our turn. And he was taking piss out of my training, so he always used to. Who buys bloody pony trainers? And I'm like that. And anyway,
You
when
didn't get on with Chris, though, did you?
he hated me for some reason. I've no idea why. Probably because of my trainers, yeah.
Yeah, I got on quite well with it. But he was like part of that clan, wasn't he? You know, that group of people who picked on people.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He always liked me for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. He had that effect on bullies, you. But anyway, yeah, we're taking piss. But it was really weird. Before I put the trainers on, I thought I could have swore I smelled a bit of cow shit. And I'm going, oh, nah, just me. And anyway, I sat next to him, he's taking piss out of my trainers and that, and I'm like, oh yeah, funny, I've never heard that one before. And then, anyway, he goes, oh, Blake, can you smell cow shit? And I'm like, no, I can't smell a thing. My mum hadn't washed them properly, they still stunk of cow shit. So I had pony shoes that smelt of cow shit. Can you have anything worse than that? Oh dear, sorry mate. Pony trainers. I'll never do that to Grayson. I think he's had Nike since he was about 1. Yeah. So thanks for that.
What did I have? Feeler trainers.
Feeler. Yeah. What was that thing? Oh, do you remember? Bloody hell! When we first started going out around town and that, we used to wear kickers, didn't we? We used to wear. To be smart back then, you'd wear black trousers and a shirt, and then you'd wear kickers, wouldn't you? And do you remember that joke they used to do? Oh, what make are those? And they go, kickers. And then they kick you in shin. You go, what were that for? You said kickers.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
I can remember being at Q at Visage, and the guy, the bouncer said to this lad who had this crappy shirt on, you're not coming in here wearing that shirt. So he takes his shirt off. He says, how about now? Just get in then. Because he just thought it were a funny joke. So he just let him in.
Did he have out underneath his shirt?
No, he just he had no else underneath. He just not coming in here wearing that shirt.
God.
What about now?
We're off on a tangent now, aren't we? Because these are stories we're going to tell as we're growing up. I feel we're kind of going through stories as we're growing up, which is quite cool.
So we'll have to talk about Visage one time.
We'll talk about Visage another time. But that was a nightclub if you didn't know. But
Visage
we'll get to
and
that.
Ethos.
Oh, God. Don't. We'll save this. This is a gem. This is a gem. But anyway, me and Luke used to come back to mine and we used to make recordings, didn't we? Have we touched on this before?
Briefly, I think, yeah.
Yeah, well, I had this. Should we? All right. Should we do? I'll let you tell the story of my tantrum.
Oh, that one.
I had a
So
tantrum.
it's
Yeah.
John's. I
This
think I
is
were having a
sorry.
sleepover at your house one night. It
Because
were what day's your birthday?
7th of May.
7th of May, so it's 6th of May then.
Yeah.
And I'm having a sleepover at your house because it's your birthday next day and 15th
That were it.
birthday and what
That's
have you.
it. Yeah.
And you knew what your birthday present were going to be, weren't it? From your grandma.
Yeah, because I asked for it and I'd been to pick it.
Right.
I'd
Okay.
actually been to pick it, so I knew kind of what I was getting.
Yeah.
If that makes
But you
sense.
couldn't wait till your birthday, could you?
I know, because I was a bit of a spoilt brat that day. Well, to be fair, Luke.
Why can't I have it now? And you locked yourself in the bathroom, didn't you? You
Ah,
won't come out of your
Dad.
bathroom unless you got your PC the day before.
Oh, Dad. It's embarrassing.
Why can't I
this.
have it now? Let me out. John, if you don't come out now, I'm going home.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not getting a computer. Did you see me crying? No, but to be fair, mate, like
Computers
if
back then, love, John. Imagine.
I know they were a lot of money,
It
I
must
must
be like
have
a
known.
grand or something. I don't know how much she must have spent on that computer, but they will not have been cheap. That's in '95 though.
Yeah, that was about 800 quid.
Yeah.
Like
So-
that's a lot. That is a lot.
Why can't I have it now?
I know.
Birthday's tomorrow.
I know.
No.
I think what it was, Luke, was the fact that they told I couldn't have it on my birthday. I think that's where it. I couldn't get my head around it. Why would you go and take me to pick a computer, and then say I can't have it on my birthday? You know what I mean? I think that's what the problem was. But obviously, from your point of view, it's like fucking hell. This guy's getting a computer. I wish I could get one of them. You know what I mean? So
I
it's
didn't,
just,
I didn't own a PC till like 2002. You know.
God, and I bet that were expensive back then
Yeah.
as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm doing right now, Luke.
Median. It were a Median PC. Yeah.
So you want a median?
Median, yeah, something like that. Windows
Yeah.
XP. No, go on then. What are you doing? I can tell you're doing something.
Right, I'm actually trying to work out what day it was, so we can work out. Here we go. We're 15?
Yeah.
So would have been 96 May. Let's see what day it fell on. Now that's weird, Lou, because my birthday on 1996 fell on a Tuesday. So what's going on there?
Well, I obviously I was staying.
You
I
stayed
know I was
over
staying
Monday
over that
night.
night.
I
I'll
knew we
probably
had
having my
school
tea
next
there.
day.
We had school next day. Yeah.
Yeah, that were it.
But yeah,
Oh,
you just won't come
God.
out of that bathroom unless you got a computer.
I didn't get it though, and it
No,
was
you
my
didn't get
grandma's anyway. Bloody hell, good job. But anyway, that's how I got my computer after a 15-year-old tantrum, and Luke threatening to leave my house, which
Yeah.
was quite embarrassing.
Yeah, oh, I can't. Okay, I won't have it then. If you're gonna go home.
Oh God! And Luke, how far was it? Because I used to cycle to yours a lot, didn't I?
Yeah.
How far was it from my house in Wellhouse to Upper Home in
No, it's not
Slough?
that far, really. It's about 2 and a bit mile, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to check now, Luke. So I'm sure it's a lot longer than you actually think
Yeah,
it is.
but I had to walk to your house.
What? You didn't have a bike? You definitely had a bike, Luke. Don't play that one. Oh, I didn't have a bike. Of course, everyone had a
Bring me,
bloody
you can
bike.
meet me halfway. All right, yeah, I'll meet you halfway. Meet you halfway over my doorstep. You know.
I know. You used to like meet me like at the top of your
Meet us
hill.
halfway.
You're so annoying, mate.
I'll just wait till he gets here.
I'm gonna try and do
biscuits.
this. Upper Home, would it?
Don't you? Used to rate cupboards for biscuits when he got there.
Why does it come off with Loughborough? How many bloody Upper Homes are there? Oh God, Upper Home, Slough.
Lurgerberger.
Upper Home. In there we go. Home Firth. That's not right. It's definitely called.
John, do you even know what you're doing?
I don't. I'm terrible. Upper Home, Slaffway. I think that's it. From Wellhouse, wasn't it? Wellhouse. well house. That comes up. It's come up Upper Home Leak. What's that all about?
It's all right.
Where's Leak?
I'll put the postcode in.
So bearing in mind, I was a teenager. It doesn't exist. Did you actually live here, Luke? Huh?
2.8 mile.
So, are you kidding me? So nearly 3 miles there and 3 miles back.
Yeah.
Luke, you lazy git.
Long way.
It was,
More
but
to do at my house.
Majority of it. I suppose it was actually. But while we're at our house, weren't we? We used to do these recordings on Microsoft recording.
Voice recorder, yeah. You
Yeah.
could rewind it, couldn't you, and slow it down and speed it up and stuff like that.
I mean, to a couple of teenage boys back then, that was amazing, like, wasn't it? Like, they're gonna be like, really slow. But we used to like talk like really slow and then speed it up, and then we could, hello, I'm a schoolboy, and it'd go,
Hello, I'm a schoolboy.
stuff like that. And then we actually taught ourselves to speak backwards, so we could speak backwards and then reverse it, and then so we'd sound normal, but we didn't. We're like, no,
You think it'd sound funny. Do you remember Nish curry? Remember that?
Yes, I can.
Don't tell anybody what that means.
It's erection. But the thing is, right? Nish curry. Right, we used to use these words as code to each other at school.
Yeah.
Because being a young teenage boy, you used to get random erections, usually at the end of class when the bell went off and you wanted to stand up and get out of class.
Yeah.
And Luke, everyone would be out of the room and I'd like, Luke, come on, Luke. And you'd be like,
Nish curry.
Nish curry. And I'm like, okay. I'll wait outside.
It'll be a couple of minutes.
It'll be a couple of minutes.
Thanks. Thanks
But
for
we
that.
used to do full sentences, didn't we?
Mm.
Oh, I'm just trying to think what some of them were. Fleer. Fish and chips.
Visitors.
we used to just look around my bedroom, right? And
You'd say it, wouldn't you? You'd say it like it'd sound if you reversed it.
Yes, but it never did. So so let me just explain this. So we'd look around my bedroom for stuff to say backwards. So you'd read it backwards. So I did a poster on this wall. I used to be into the X-Files and aliens and all kinds of stuff. And it said visitors and a big picture of an alien, wasn't there? Yeah. So we just read it backwards. He said, all right, let's read that and then reverse it. So we went Shrotty Siv like that, and then we played it back and went visitors. never got it to sound like we tried to say bacon, didn't we? we got no cab back on. It just made it sound really posh.
Oh, God.
But this is back in the day when we didn't have what meant to do, mate. Oh, God. No. If you want to play football, you can go home. You know, you may have a be out. We just used to reverse stuff all the time because it sounded so funny. Oh dear. Oh God. Well, you know what we should do? You know what I'm going to say next. We'll have to get like a sound recorder up on this and just do it. I mean, oh God, there's got to be like somebody somewhere must have that original 1996 Microsoft voice recorder somewhere.
Oh, man.
That you could use, like from a Windows 95. I remember it.
Yeah.
Someone must have emulated that or something, so you could use it. It'd be so funny. But we made songs on it. It was so basic, but we managed to make songs on it. Like, right, this is gonna get Luke is gonna start crying in a minute. I can remember this.
Didn't you make one called Techno or something?
Glenn Techno.
Glenn.
It was called... Basically, Right, look, let me explain it before you start laughing your head off. He's going to start crying. I know he is. Right. Look, let me explain it. Let me explain it before you... Right. Luke, we used to make movies. Luke's brother Glenn used to get involved in these movies, right? And it used to be martial arts ones. And Glenn used to do a bit of martial arts. And on one of these scenes... Glenn sort of like tried to kick something, but he slipped and fell and landed on his rib and broke his rib. And Luke got it on camera, so he went, oh, like that. So I sampled that, him breaking his rib.
I didn't have my headphone in. What part of the story have you told about Glenn breaking his rib?
About the one where he fell on his rib, that's all I've told him.
Right, so I don't know.
And the sound.
I don't know if you saw, if you watch the video for the movie making podcast, but there's a scene on one of them where we do like a triple take on something. So we filmed it, and then we filmed it from further away, and then we did it from further away again.
The kicking in the bollocks one, yeah.
Yeah. So we did the same thing with this shot of my brother getting an uppercut from Cleggy and then flying backwards and landing on his back. And I wanted to do the same thing, basically, to get it from 3 different angles. But on the third one, he landed for it and broke his rib.
I can remember the sound.
It would have been fine if I had...
He used to go... He went, oh! And then he'd reversed it and go, oh! What?
Oh, Jesus.
So we used to...
If I hadn't made him do it that third time, he'd have been fine.
Oh, it would have been all right, wouldn't it? But anyway, oh, God, I can't even remember the song. What I did was, back then, I put my microphone, right, to a song that was... I forget the song now, but there's a bit in it that was really good, and I recorded that. And then what I did was I got samples of Glenn breaking his rib and adding it to the song or the beat. So it should go, oh, oh. Luke's gone. Oh, dear. And I'll never forget, I played it. I played it to Luke for the first time. And it was just, you were like this. You were just like this in absolute... oh, like that. It was so funny.
I need to find them VCR tapes.
You're going to have to. We're going to have to. I mean,
one of them. That film will film one of them.
I know the song. I actually know the song. I just can't think what it's called, but we could actually recreate this song with these samples. Oh, because I definitely know we lost them because it was stored on the hard disk of that. Was it a DX 100, 486 DX 100? It was called, the computer. Great from Bradford. This Asian lad built it, if I remember. But yeah, oh God, these recordings, honestly, they were so funny to us. Like the amount of stuff, the amount of laughter we used to get out of reversing conversations. We just talk like this.
Yeah.
Just talk, and then you reverse it, and there'd be certain bits in it which would just have you crying because it sounded so funny in reverse.
But the whole idea of trying to say it in reverse to make it sound like it's been reversed, to hope it's to play it back and then think it might sound normal.
Yeah,
that's what made it even funnier, because it just sounded even more stupid.
I know, and it was like when I said fish and chips.
Doors.
Yeah.
Just remember that one in Morecambe.
Novi? Luke Novi! Novi.
Yeah. But that was Glenn as well.
I know. That was so funny, right? Glenn, are you going to explain it? You were filming...
like an animation, wasn't it? Like...
Oh, that was it. So, Luke, we're doing shot by shot, weren't you?
Live animation with people.
Right.
And somehow you record it. You press record and then pause. And they were going upstairs or something like that. Like in a live animation, you know, they were going up the stairs one step at a time, and somehow somehow we just picked this sound effect up. No, no idea what it was. I didn't know what
We can't even figure out to this day what he must have said to make that noise.
What the hell was that? You know,
Right.
Nobby.
Nove. We actually named it Nove, didn't we? Oh, I'm crying
Glenn as well, I think, wasn't it? Or was it Glenn? I don't know.
It was Glenn. It was Glenn. It was 100% Glenn. Nove. Oh, God. People probably listening to this and say, what's so funny about
What the
Nove?
hell are you on about? Yeah, what's so funny about all that? But like, I don't know. Just at the time, it was just so.
Fish and chips. There's something funny about trying to say something backwards and then play it forwards. And it just sounds so funny. Oh, I don't know if I should tell this story because I've just had a flashback. Oh, this probably isn't very diverse, but I'm going to tell it anyway because it's coming to my head. It is Aimless yarn after all. I was a bit of a computer geek, wasn't I? I think, and I used to spend a lot of time just messing with settings and stuff on computers. And I was telling you about the Acorn computers, and we had them all through the school, didn't we?
I don't think we should go.
No, I can't. No, I'm going to word it in a way, right?
I really don't think we should go there, John.
No, we are.
I'm going to pause this recording.
No, don't. Please don't. Because I'm going to say it in such a way that it's not going to be offensive.
I really don't think we should go there.
Look, just chill. This isn't. This I'm going to say it in such a way, right? I'm going to have to tell. Anyway, I actually found a way of changing the startup sound on computers. I managed to find the right file and everything, right? And I thought it'd be a really good idea to change the startup sound of every single computer in the high school to a certain one. Now, I was being very stereotypical when I did this, and there was a young Asian lad called Abdul, wasn't there? Do you remember Abdul?
This story. I was not involved in this at all.
This is stereotypical, right? That's what I'm going to put it as. And basically, I made a recording of me recreating what tea time was like in Abdul's house. So I pretended to be his mum and him, and Abdul was up in his bedroom. I pretended, and his mum shouted, "Abdul, what do you want for your tea?" And he replied, "Curry," which is a stereotype. Okay. Anyway. I then took this recording. I think I got it on a floppy disk from home. This is how long ago it was. And I managed to put it on the network on every single computer in the school. And then anyway, Abdul sat down one day to turn on the computer and expecting to see the normal Acorn logo. But no, what comes up? "Abdul, what do you want for your tea?" "Got it!" Like that. And he was not very impressed about it. And the best thing was, they came looking for me, didn't they? Somehow they found out it was me, and I blamed it on this other lad. So I didn't get beat up. It was great. So it even got us into trouble a bit, didn't it?
I know.
You know. So there you go. Oh, so I've made you cry tonight, Luke, already. I know. But that ties in with his movie making a bit, didn't it? Because that's how we started off, didn't it? We started off recording and editing different sounds. And I suppose, looking back, we've always had a keen kind of passion for media, haven't we? Without even realising. And I've forgotten. I mean, even this podcast, right? This is media, isn't it? It's media.
Yeah.
And I think we've both kind of forgotten how much fun it is to do stuff like this, like
When you
media-wise.
talk about it and you realise, like looking back on it, and how funny it is just to talk about it,
Oh
makes
God,
you
yeah.
realise how funny it must have been to do it at the time.
Oh, massively. We wouldn't be crying
I
now.
mean, if me and you were to sit here now at the computer
Yeah.
and just do that like we used to do,
Oh,
you
we'd
know,
still.
40-year-old, you know what I mean, and do that, I think we'd just have as much fun doing it now as we did then, you know.
We would, and I actually do think we should try. If you dig out your VHSs, if you get a minute, locate some of these, send me some samples, and I'll try and recreate this Glen Techno. I would actually do it. I'd even try and find the same program just to make it even harder.
What's the song called or the tune?
Oh, I've got it in my head. No. It went dee 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 dee. Oh God, it was brilliant. Oh, it took me ages as well because I was just looking at the visual beats because it wasn't even an editing program, was it? I just made it become an editing program. I've got it in my phone somewhere. I'll have to dig it out, but I'll record it and I'll try and recreate it. But oh God, it was so good. I don't even know how I sampled it. Must have just recorded it off your TV or something. That's how basic it was. Oh God, but yeah, like I said, mate, it's going back to media again, and I'll be honest, like I've had a bit of before I started this podcast, I felt like there was something missing in me. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know if all dads go through it, but you kind of devote that much time and effort towards your kids and your family. I think you kind of forget about yourself a bit. Because you are kind of bottom of the pile in a family, aren't you? Anyway, you know, your kids and your wife come first, kind of thing, and then you kind of like you feel like you sit at the bottom, you're like, well, what do I do anymore to
yourself.
to be myself and make myself happy, you know? And I've touched on this before. I've suffered really badly with my mental health in the past, and I've struggled for probably about 3 or 4 years with it, trying to find that passion that I haven't had. Like I thought it were cars, then I don't really have time for cars anymore. Then I was like, well, what the bloody hell? What's up with me? And then, you know, doing this is, I can't tell you, Luke, the improvement in me. You know, I'm like back to my old self again, just doing this podcast. This is why I rave on about it. Because obviously it's rife at the minute with COVID. There's a lot of people in there suffering with mental health, and I'm just try and get in contact with with a friend or just pick up the phone and try and rediscover what used to make you happy, like what you used to enjoy doing, and just do it. You've got the technology to do it. You know, everyone's doing Zoom and what have you, and just do what makes you happy and keep in contact with your mates. And if you can tie them together like this, it's brilliant, isn't it? You know, it's brilliant.
I'm just glad that I mean I'm enjoying it, and
Yeah.
you know I didn't. I remember you saying, you know, why don't we do a podcast? And I'm like, what the hell are we going to talk about that someone's going to listen to? Do you know? And honestly,
They might not listen to it. Might just be talking
I
to
don't
thin
care
air, but
whether people listen to it or not. But you know, I remember you saying, you know, let's do a podcast. And I'm like, what the, you know, like I said, what the hell are we going to talk about? And who the hell's going to listen to it?
yeah,
And that were like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks before we actually like got down to doing it.
yeah,
That's still of that opinion of what really. Why would anyone listen to a podcast of us two nattering on? You know,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
hell have
yeah.
we got to talk about? But then you kind of contacted me again, and I think we were talking on phone for a bit, and I don't know, the subject came up again, and you said, "Oh, I think we should do it because of this," you know.
yeah,
Then you told me about these other podcasts that you listen to, and that it's just mates just nattering on, you know. enjoy listening to it, and I thought, well, okay. So I looked into it, and how easy it is just to do it. It's just
Oh, yeah. You can do it with your phone.
you
I
can
think
do
the
it with your
first one we
phone.
did was on my phone, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's just that easy, but the fact that the effect it's having on you is like such a positive impact to how it's making you feel is definitely making it all worthwhile.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think
I'm enjoying it. I'm okay. I'm not really suffering the way that you were, but it's kind of the fact that it's affecting you in that positive way means I'll find a story to talk about every week forever. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
we've got so
that's how
many
important it
stories
is.
as
Yeah,
well, haven't we?
exactly.
We've got so many stories, and it was the reconnection, mate. Because I've moved miles away. I moved away from my friends, my family,
Yeah,
to be with Kaz, and it's best thing I ever did. But I obviously miss all my friends and all my family, and this is another way. I was just trying to fill my time with stuff when just trying to make myself feel happy again, and nothing worked. And then it
yeah,
was right on the end of my nose. It was, well, it's because you're not with your friends, you're not with your family,
yeah,
and then we finally found something we can do together that kind of keeps us in contact,
yeah.
keeps us, gives us something positive to do and enjoy at the same time because we haven't done it in years, have we?
Mm,
So it's anyone do it. But I also find, Luke, that listening to podcasts is a very good thing.
mm,
I used to struggle a lot with anxiety going to work, even though I like my job. I'd struggle on listening to radio. My mind would just go
yeah,
off. But I found that listening to podcasts, it actually concentrates your mind on something because you're listening to a conversation rather than just music and adverts.
yeah.
And that really helped me, and that gave me an idea.
Good.
But it's awesome. But anyway, I'd was probably knocking on a bit now, Luke. Should we do a bit of reflection
Yeah.
on this
We'll
podcast?
reflect on this.
Go on.
Every podcast we say we'll stick to 45 minutes.
Go on.
What are we on now?
I don't even know what
Hour
time
and
we
20
start.
minutes again.
No, I think we're up to about I think it is actually an hour
Yeah,
and 20
God.
minutes. Oh, I apologise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
like
it
I
doesn't matter
said,
'cause
mate.
it flows. I'm not bothered. It's fine.
No, this is why it's called Aimless Yarn. At the end of the day, we have a loose script that I write the day before,
Yeah.
and we try and stick to it. But if we go on a tangent, we've got so many stories. We could do this for 10 years, I reckon. You know what I mean? And if it makes people happy and it makes us happy, why not?
And then, like in a couple of years down the line, we'll be saying, "God, remember that first podcast we did? God, what a nightmare that was."
Well, we're on
Loads of
5
problem with
now.
problem with audio. We
Oh,
had,
God,
we didn't have
yeah.
microphones and oh God, what a mess that was. Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
but you learn as you go, don't you? Obviously, we've got decent mics. I think this is I'm hoping this is the first week that I don't overpower you with my mic volume because it's very hard to tell what your volume is, isn't it?
Yeah, until you listen to it back.
Yeah. So we apologise for any previous kind of audio. We're just working it out. But yeah, reflecting back, don't pick up cursed rocks.
No,
Because it'll make you argue with your best friend.
don't break a pebble.
Don't break a pebble in half. There might be something rotten inside.
No.
Other thing is,
And if you're not old enough to buy a pint, don't tell your mate
Don't.
you're old enough. 'Cause
well,
you'll
it's
just
good
get
to
laughed
try.
at.
You
You'll
can
just get
try,
laughed at.
can't you? You can try. Worst they're going to say is no, innit? So you can try an underage. I'm not encouraging underage drinking.
I remember getting grassed up in an off license trying to buy a bottle of White Diamond. Back there,
God.
Greeny.
Well, that were it. Used to give
Greeny
everyone.
was his name. Oh God, what an idiot! Oh, you by the way, you ain't old enough to buy beer. You'd have sold me. You'd have sold it me anyway, because kids were in there buying it all the time.
Yeah, they were. I used to remember buying
just 'cause you were
packs of Skoll.
Yeah.
I used getting drunk on Skoll and it's 2.5%. What's all that about? Oh, I'm pissed. How many cans you had? 2.
Yeah.
It's 2.5%.
Skull.
But like I said, I mean, if you are thinking of going on holiday with me, obviously COVID, when it's not COVID, sorry.
Yeah.
But if you want to go on a lad's holiday or go on a holiday with your best mate, just do it. Don't worry if you fall out. You're still gonna be mates at the end of it. And like I say, it's giving us some of the best memories we'll ever have. You know. But next week, Luke, what do you want to talk about next week? Because my daughter was just turned 18. She listens and she wanted me to talk about teachers because I used to do funny voices for her and she loved them. So I know it's a touchy one, but let's face it, Luke. Half of them are probably retired or dead. So I don't think we're going to offend anyone.
Right, okay.
So we're going to talk about teachers because we had a lot of characters at our school.
Yeah.
And we used to take the mickey out of them, and I think it'd be quite fun to do.
I've got a drawing of one of them teachers in that same album.
Oh, you still got it?
I've still got it, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
So I'll give you that as well.
I can't wait. I can picture that in my head, actually, what you drew. We're a bit weird out. We're drawing pictures of teachers. What's going on? I don't know. But anyway.
He's even got the tinted glasses on the picture.
Glasses. Oh, for God's sake. Bailey's going to love this next episode, you know, if we talk about him. Because I used to do accents for him. She loved it.
I can remember the first time I met Bailey. The first time I came down there. We went out somewhere. I don't know where we'd gone. We were out in car anyway, me, you and Bailey.
Yeah.
And you goes, oh, you do a voice for him, don't you, Luke? And I went, oh yeah, and I did his voice, and I'd said this thing, and you'd like, I'd never heard him say that. Like we've got our memories of him, haven't we? You've got your memories
we have.
I've got mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that'd be interesting to talk about.
Something you didn't know about him, so yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're looking from two people's perspectives, aren't you? So we kind of fill in the blanks between us, don't we? Like, It's how memories work, innit? People remember stuff differently. But yeah, as always, we still haven't received his first email or comment yet. I don't know why we bother saying this.
I know, yeah.
But please comment. We want your feedback, and if there's a particular subject you want us to talk about or any fond memories, just. We'll read them out. We'll have a section for reading emails out, but at the minute we haven't got. No one's written us anything, so we can't read any out.
The start of the podcast, I was like, "How are emails working? Is email address working?" Well, there's only one email in there. Which email's that? Oh, it's one where we set Zoom up. We set Zoom up with our email address.
Oh dear! But if you do want to get in touch, We have got Twitter as well at Aimless Yarn. We've got Facebook, which is also at Aimless Yarn, a Facebook page. Email Luke, which is
aimless.yarn@outlook.com.
Yeah, try and fill out.
Everything's called Aimless Yarn.
It's funny, isn't it? And maybe we can get that inbox count over 1. Also, we're on YouTube, so please like.
Maybe we'll get our listener counter over 2 unique listeners. Me and you.
That's his mum's.
Oh, can't remember when that was. I remember looking on there and it was looking for dashboard. It's called to see what the stats are. 2 unique listeners.
Oh, and that is me and you because I subscribe. Also YouTube. We're on there. If you want to see us ugly mugs, please go on there. Aimless Yarn and like and subscribe. Plugs
share
and
the
info.
Videos.
Yes, share the videos.
Like,
you think it's
subscribe,
funny?
share, comment, and ring the bell for notifications.
Just do everything.
That helps grow the channel, and it hopefully, more people will be able to listen.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
We're everywhere. The podcast's everywhere. It's on Spotify. It's on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, everywhere.
It's everywhere, so you can listen to
Anchor.fm/Aimless Yarn.
Yes. So please look for any funny podcast and we should be there.
Yeah.
Top of the pile. No. Plugs and info, Luke. So obviously Morecambe probably has its own tourism website. So please go on Google.
Not that there's much there now.
Please search Google and visit Morecambe on your next family holiday. Luke's got his own YouTube channel.
Luke S Film.
Luke S Film. You can
Not
find
Lucasfilm.
Not Lucas Film.
Lucasfilm. Luke S Film. Luke S Film.
S for sugar. And he has all these videos that we used to do, home videos. When I say home videos, look, it makes me sound makes me think of a really dodgy, don't know, like self-made porn video. I don't like calling home movies. What should we call them?
Just call
DIY movies, whatever you want to
them
call
movies.
Yeah, we just call it movies.
Yeah.
You can see everything we've been talking about in the past. Go on to his YouTube channel and check that out. I also do my own car flicks. If you're into cars, it's Carflix, spelled Carflix. It's a little orange man driving a car, not the Brazilian garage, which is also called Carflix. Annoying. Anyway, that's it for this week's podcast. And thanks ever so much for listening. And it's bye from me.
Oh, John, I forgot to press record.
Oh, you're joking. Very funny. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? So what gave it away? Look, that big red flashing light that right above your head.
I know, yeah. How many times have we done that when we're making films?
Oh, God.
I
I'm
forgot
not
to
doing
press
that
record.
again. I'm not doing that again. Right, we've got to go. We've got to go. So it's bye from me.
And bye from him.
And we'll see you on the next episode.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you, bye.
Bye.